sharp teeth, snacking on your body parts. Family chaos lurking beyond from the start. Journey begins, different roads converge. Shadows of past and darkness they surge. Old gods missing truth they urge. Waves of an angel, destiny they purge. Dragon kin, druid kinships, love's desire. Sins of old gods, secrets they inquire. Orcaian strong, families hard to inspire. Decisive paths forging all through the mire. Echoes of mountains, whispers of past. Misfits united, alliance to outlast. Truth and tradition, shadows they cast. Onward they launch in fate's harrowing blast. Ancient ones speak, guiding their quest. Harmonies call, within chaos they nest. Nightmarish battles, Cernos to test. Heroes arise through trials that bless. Journey begins, different roads converge. Shadows of past and darkness they surge. All gods missing truth they urge. Wings of an angel, destiny they purge.
And you start to realize that the moon is visibly moving, and a sinking a sinking feeling in your stomach very rapidly develops as you realize the moon is folding from the sky. It's obviously a long way away, but it is falling from the sky, and the world is getting brighter and brighter as the moon face is just encompassing so much of the sky right now.
I think, yeah. Shovel will have that reaction like, oh fuck, and then he'll kind of like scamper over to Dula and like a cat, just like tap her on the nose to like wake her up.
She like chucks.
Dula,
Oh my god, what's happening?
fucking moon is falling out of the sky. I'm not crazy. Come have a look. And then I think he'll run over to the window and just like tap on the window like.
It's like headlights coming in through the window. There's like this bright
Shovel.
glare.
Dula, get over
We
here.
talked about this.
Get
You're
over here.
having a nightmare.
It's not a nightmare. Get over here.
You had too
or
much
I'll
raw
start
fish.
breaking things.
Okay, like Dula gets up out of bed. It's kind of like the way that you appease a child, where you're like, "Yeah, sure, I'll look under the bed for monsters." And she like walks over to the curtain. She opens it up without really looking, and she's like, "See, the moon is not."
No, as she does, the world goes completely black as the Earth passes in front of the sun's rays hitting the moon, and so now the moon is covering the sky. There are no stars. There is just this black mass of the moon, which is now dark because it's passed close enough to the Earth. But it is still like Shovel. You know where it was a second ago, and you can see the outline of it against the night sky. To Dula, it looks like the lights have just been turned off, and there's just pitch blackness outside.
See, it's just cloudy.
Oh,
You start hearing screams around the town as people start realizing that the moon is gone. And then you feel a queasy feeling in your stomach, and everybody starts to wake up as they are lifted out of their beds as gravity starts to fail.
Oh my god, what's
I
happening?
think Shovel would like latch on to Dula like a cat.
Dula like hugs you close. And she reaches out for the box and pulls the box in close as well.
And then everybody roll a dexterity reaction roll. So these don't count towards open fear. It's just a result.
Agility?
Sorry, agility.
Okay, cool. I don't think I have advantage on agility. No, I just can't have disadvantage.
Oh, shovel failed.
I would like to preference that I've latched on to Dula.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes, that is true. So maybe Dula has disadvantage on this then. So just take the d6 disadvantage dice, which was a 3, and we'll subtract it from 15. So even with shovel clinging to you, you're easily able to grab something like the bed or something and hold on to both shovel, the box, and the bed.
Both.
Lenny, you're all good. You grab onto the bed, your stocky form, allowing you to kind of hold on tight.
So just so you know, Lenny thinks that this is a premonition.
Mhm.
This really happened.
So yeah, Nan, how do you stop yourself from? Because I mean, you've got the unique feature of having the wings. Do the wings kind of protect you and keep you safe, or is this you just grabbing onto something?
Am I in a quite an enclosed space? Like, is the room small? Because
Yeah, it's
I sort of I don't think there's enough room to spread my wings out, so I sort of like
just grabbing onto something.
I'm just grabbing onto something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
fine.
trying to fly. I'm not trying to fly in the room. I'm just trying to.
You guys did great.
Yeah.
All of you passed, thanks to Dula holding up there. Yeah. So all of you find something to grab hold of as you know, gravity is reversed for a minute, and you're all like find yourselves floating up in the air. You grab hold of something, and then gravity kicks back in as there is an ear-wrenching, screeching crash coming from outside. As what you can only assume is the moon crashing into the earth.
I think when we hit the ground, Shovel will be like, "I told you."
I think Dula's first thing that she says is she's like, Shovel, what did you do?
Oh, I didn't see you.
Shovel
Hi.
ain't got magic. Shovel don't even know how to do that voodoo stuff.
Then kind of screams out like, I don't quite recall it. This kind of thing. I just forgot what I said.
We're in the same rooms or not. That's all.
Yeah. So you guys would, I mean, it's up to you, honestly, but I would imagine you'd be in separate rooms.
Well, I just said because I kind of followed Dula, but like just kind of a much quieter shadow sort of.
Yeah, Dula just went up and started testing which doors were open. So probably the three of us probably just went into a random room.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, so I mean, you can hear each other through the wall. Like they'd be pretty thin walls, so you would all be hearing kind of commotion in the rooms next to you. You would be aware of what's going on, and you can like kind of shout out to each other
As much as I can be.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's this kind of crazy kind of crashing noise coming from outside as gravity kicks back in. You all slap down into the floor. Thankfully, mostly unharmed, thanks to being able to hold on. But you can hear outside that it is definitely not the same situation. Outside, you can hear screams. You can hear the earth kind of. You can feel the earth kind of trembling and shaking. And you can hear people panicked and not knowing what to do out in the streets.
We should probably convene with the others and get out of here.
If they're alive.
Of course they're alive, Shovel.
I'm gonna, I think I'll just like scuttle over to the door and try and like jump up for the handle.
I grab like the back of his shirt. And I've already got the box on my back. I grab him by the back of the shirt and just kind of throw him over my head into the box.
Oh fuck!
And I'll yank the door open and go to head out to find our friends.
Excellent.
Lenny!
God?
Yes.
What is it?
Come outside.
Okay. He just like only has to jump up a little bit to get the door, not as much. He opens the door and he just runs out, just like looking up.
Is Rasna with you? It's Rasna.
Rasna, Rasna,
That was
Rasna,
it.
Rasna. Oh, Rasna, Rasna. He's gone.
Yeah, I think
He's
he's
dead.
in and out of connection. That's okay.
He's
Is
dead.
Nen
Let's
just
go.
carried on
I'll just-
Yeah, Nen's like walking quite just behind them and mentions to Lenny, I don't suppose you saw the giant rock falling from the sky.
Where?
What's the moon?
Is it really? Eleni's just so excited to see this rock.
Excellent.
I think from the box, like, Shovel will just kind of like grab like Doula's collar and like start shaking her to go. Outside.
You see a woman who is shepherding a group of children towards the town square. Gentry himself is in the town square in front of you, and he's seems to be kind of attempting to organize the chaos. Everybody get to the center of town. We can worry about your homes afterwards. We need to make sure that everybody's safe. Those of you who have the strength to go out there and make sure that you bring any of the wounded back to the town square. Make sure that
Oh, you're
everybody's
breaking up.
safe.
No, that's okay. I think Jula would actually just kind of like follow the advice and maybe kind of start shuffling us to the town square, but keeping a lookout for anyone who might be lagging behind or who might need help or something that she can see.
And Nen just kind of notices that Lenny's busy trying to put rocks in his pocket and not paying attention to any of the rocks that are falling from the sky. And so grabs Lenny by the sort of the scruff and sort of tries to drag Lenny towards.
Did you find more rocks?
I'm just like, yes, this way. There's more, much safer rocks.
Safe.
Yes. Okay. So I was going to get Doula to roll an instinct check.
Instinct.
Can I assist her in any way?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can spend a hope to grant her advantage on the roll, and then you can just describe to me
Amazing.
how you would help.
I will spend that hurt to give her advantage. And I think he'll be kind of just like pointing in like specific locations where he hears like where his like ear twitches and he hears a sound and he'll look and point.
Yeah, excellent.
If he sees anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Okay, if we add that d6 to my last roll, that would be 11.
Excellent.
With the right dice. Which one is that one again?
the left is hope, right is fear. We've got a fear roll. What's it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that manifests as a point of stress for Dula, as you're
okay.
just overwhelmed with incoming information, right? As there are a lot of people who need your help right now.
Wait, when you said overhead, do you mean
Yeah.
like
Well,
bird's
eagle
eye
eye.
view, or you
yeah,
mean
just
the
the-
cinematic?
No, there's
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So in the top right, there might be like a tactical mode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes, yes. I got it now. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Whoa, this is awesome.
Yes.
Feels like D&D again.
Oh my god, this is so fun. I love alchemy.
And then you can turn the grid off because you don't need it for this one.
Mm.
So you can see off to the right of you, you can see a woman who she's got kind of blood trickling down her shoulder, and her arm looks like pretty badly beat up, but she's kind of holding it in front of her as she's shepherding a group of children towards the town square. But you can see that from her pale face, she looks like she's about to collapse. But she's really trying to get these children to the town square.
Oh.
On the other side of you, you can hear a woman screaming from beneath a pile of rubble. And then you can. I mean, with Shovel's help, he's pointing out further locations where there's other people that he can hear that are also
Yeah.
streaming.
I think the woman with the child does need help, but I think the woman trapped under rubble probably needs the most immediate help.
Can-
So I think Dula would go that way.
Can I just like can I do like the skills, the Malphite Rocky,
Mhm.
and kind of like obviously in my haste of tasting all these rocks, which are actually very delicious, better than that raw fish head I ate.
I ate that raw fish head. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
and it's not sitting well with me right now. Can I like? I guess I'm trying to work out whether or not there's a way that I know how to disintegrate the rock, or like how to maneuver around the rock in a way that I can give it like not just strength to help them, but give advice on how to kind of like whether I know about a material that will not be so impacted by it that it can put over the children's head or something like that.
Okay.
Just like, you know, what like, because I know a lot about rocks, so I would know what material would be best against it, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So in that situation, so what how experiences work is you would for that you would roll a knowledge check, and then you would need to spend a hope to use your experience, Rocky or Malphite, in order to add a +2 to the roll. So another fear. You, I guess, you'll take a point of stress too as you start to come up with solutions, and then you kind of come to the realization that if the moon has just crashed into the earth, it really doesn't matter what you do. There's no saving these people.
Oh, where's Shovel with his language right now? Like, damn. Because Lenny wouldn't say that, but Lenny
Yeah.
wants to say it.
Yeah.
So-
So you do come up with some temporary solutions that are absolutely going to be able to help in the short term. You know, you're kind of coming up ways to brace the buildings and in order to keep the children safe. You can also use your magic with a spellcasting roll to kind of start moving some rubble around. But yeah, the fear portion of that roll is you just in the back of your mind going,
This is good.
actually, we're kind of fucked.
Okay. All right. So Lenny does not like this.
Mhm.
But feels like he has to tell someone, so he goes up to Dula because she seems like the only one that's actually got any kind of sense about her at the moment. And just like taps her and is like, Dula, the rocks told me this isn't good, and we're gonna have to not do much because it's not gonna work. And he just doesn't know how to tell her, doesn't know how to communicate what he's trying to say.
As you
Okay.
look back at the moon, as you're thinking about the moon, you kind of look to where the moon has fallen, and the moon. You can now see the moon by the light of the other two moons. You can kind of see the world is kind of tinged with a little bit of orange because the next biggest moon is orange and then red. So the world is kind of tinged with a little bit of orange, and you can see that. Like the great big mass of moon rock that just kind of crashed into the earth, and then beneath it you can see this
Crater.
wave of
Yep.
you can see this wave of debris building up as like a big roiling cloud of debris and earth and dust is kind of like roiling out across and building up. It like still way in the distance. This is like hundreds of, probably thousands of kilometers away, but you can see it building out there, and that's just kind of like what you just kind of. I imagine you kind of just turn and look at it as you're like trying to find the words to describe what's coming.
I think
Following,
sorry.
I was going to say, following Lenny's gaze and the realization and looking out beyond and seeing that, I would be immediately like, we need to get everybody into shelter.
Nen looks to Shovel and suggests, I don't suppose we can all fit inside that box of yours.
Oh, you're funny.
We have to go down. We have to go down.
I think Dula maybe kind of calls out to Gentry. Do you have a basement? Is there a cellar perhaps in the city somewhere that we could get some people into?
The strongest building.
I think the farm has an underloft, perhaps. I know I have a cellar, but it's very small. Would only fit a few people, but I can take a few people.
Okay. And by the farm you mean Alden?
Yeah. Yes. Just outside.
Okay, I know what that is. Okay.
People.
Say again.
I'm few people.
Yes, you are.
Nen suggests that, noting that the farm was owned by a giant, that surely the building, the structure of the building, would be much more sound than the.
It'd be bigger as well. I think it could hold more of us. Gentry, perhaps you could take in some of the more injured people, the people who can't move very far, and those of us with sound bodies can move out to the farm cellar. Likely be larger.
What about the tiny ones? Any Shovel points at the kids.
Gentry is already kind of on the move as you're saying this. He's kind of like half turned, half moving away, but he's instructing a couple of the other people who have now gathered in the town square to take the children into his cellar as he is running off to maybe down this way to help the woman trapped under the rubble.
Okay.
Is this then?
Is this done with the children?
Yeah.
Nen decides, look, I have Meg in touch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run up to her and
Amazing.
try and assist.
Yeah, excellent.
Dula was already kind of like clocking this woman down here as well, so I think she's going to help Gentry use her strength to move some of these stones and get this woman out.
Yeah, excellent.
Same with Resna.
It's seeing that Gentry will run himself.
I don't need you, Gentry.
He's like,
Go away.
He's like, oh, you get this. I hear someone over there, and he just kind of hurries off down the road.
I have a strength of 2. Razna, if you don't have the same strength, do you want to just give the help action?
I'm just helping you. I don't.
Okay,
I'm not
perfect.
the
Great.
strongest.
Do the
I'll
strengths.
roll with advantage then. Oh, that looks like a fear roll again of 7.
So let me see.
Zach, I think you're muted. I think I might have just heard you talking.
This Rebecca Thorne chick,
Mhm.
what's going on with her?
She is the giant's wife. So if you move over here between the houses, you can kind of see that she has so there's like a fissure that's kind of opened up in this field out here, and one of her cows has fallen half fallen down into the fissure, and she's single-handedly kind of holding the cow's leg in one arm, and she has the other arm wrapped around a tree, and she's trying to haul the cow out of the fissure.
Oh.
Shovel is not strong.
Yeah, probably not someone you can help.
With a -2 in strength.
Yeah.
So what about this Thaddeus Irons guy?
Yeah.
Well, what are your skills? Like do you have anything creative that you could do with those?
I don't think in this scenario to help her. So I will probably be like, I think Shovel will just, lady out in the field with a cow. Help her next.
Excellent.
Got it. So I'm trying to like haul rocks off this lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thaddeus Irons. What's going on with him?
Yeah. So you move down the road to the.
I imagine that Shovel when he runs on all fours.
Mm-hmm.
He runs on all fours, kind of like a cat.
That's hot.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's the blacksmith. You can see that he's in the blacksmith shop. The forge, which they keep hot overnight, has exploded outwards, and he's trapped behind a wall of fire. And he's in the back of the shop trying to grab his kind of journeyman piece, and grabbing a few of the pieces that he's been working on, and he's trying to like throw them through the fire to get them out of the shop. Clearly not heeding Gentry's instructions to leave things behind. He is very focused on trying to save his work.
I think I might be able to help him. So I'll help. I'll stay here, but you continue with the others.
Yeah, sure. Almac, so you can just cast that, right?
Yeah. So I just it says mending touch unlimited. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think you can do 1 hit point just unlimited, right?
Yeah.
Maybe per short rest or something.
Okay. So I heal for it.
Excellent. What does it look like as you summon your magic to heal this person?
Oh god,
Yeah, put you on the spot. These would it be blue like the amulet?
yeah, I'll go. So the similar color to the amulet that I'm wearing. My hands begin to glow blue. Where was she injured?
She's bleeding all the way down her arm, and her arm was like crushed.
Okay, so
the kind of I'm showing you on my arm, but you can't see me. The like bicep on her arm is crushed.
so I made my way to it because I could. I'm putting light pressure over the wound, and I can feel the energy begin to radiate from my chest down my arms and out to my fingertips as my hands begin to glow blue, and then her arm begins to absorb and glow a similar color as it heals her before sinking into her skin and fading away.
Awesome, amazing. She looks at you with color returning to her face, and she just kind of like grabs your hand and looks deep into your eyes and just whispers a like really heartfelt kind of thank you, as she moves back to, her only priority has been to protect the kids, so she's kind of just really worried about them, but she's like so appreciative.
Are the kids still with her?
I think they're kind of moving off towards the tavern, but she's gonna run after them.
You can see them.
Yeah.
I just, as I said, like, at me later, there's no need. Go get safety.
What is Lenny up to?
So who was the person that was trying to save their life's work?
That's the blacksmith. That is
Right.
Sorry.
Okay.
straight ahead.
So Lenny recognizes Shovel. It's like, "Ooh, that's someone I know," and goes up and sees what's happening, and he very much understands what's going on in this situation. That this is, he's prioritizing something that he shouldn't. And so what Lenny wants to do, whether he can pull it off or not, is he wants to create an illusion to not necessarily make him, the blacksmith, panic, but at least like make him realize that he can't take the stuff, that he has to leave now. So he doesn't know whether that's going to be like the moon that looks like it's about to crash onto the place that he's at, the smith, or like, I don't know, just something. I'll do that actually. And
The
so
scope
that, like,
of doing an illusion the size of the moon.
well, it's not the size of a moon, but it's the illusion of it looking like it's coming right at him. Like it might not even be a big moon. Maybe it's just a big part of the moon that's about
Right.
to
Yeah,
hit
like a big
the
rock.
thing.
Yeah.
So he just doesn't. He realizes, oh, this is my life or my life's work, right?
Excellent. Yeah, you can go ahead and make a spell casting roll. So that would just be like a regular dice roll, but using your spell casting trait, which I believe is what are you? You're a wizard,
Wizard.
right? So knowledge.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
So knowledge.
So which one is it? Knowledge. Okay.
You can, yeah. Hey, we got a hope roll, but it's only a 9.
So Lenny's just like, ooh. I don't know if Shovel was like concerned about what he's trying to do here, but
What are you doing?
just wait.
The illusion is coming in spurts, and it's unfortunately it's not solid enough of an image. But you do gain a hope, so you can gain a hope in your sheet.
Lenny is very hopeful.
With that,
Mhm.
I would like to do, and I don't know much about kind of like sort of like maybe like a combination sort of role in this case, but like I want to use my Rain of Blades to scare him out of the building.
Yeah, excellent. Yes,
So I'm going to
combos are great, but I think you've all been kind of stuffed with rolling lots of fear, so I don't think anyone will have the 3 hope required to do a combo at the moment. But
so you have to spend 3 hope to roll a combo.
yeah, to do a combo. Yeah.
Right.
But
Okay.
that's okay. I think what Lenny is doing is enough to grant you advantage at least.
Oh, brilliant! Amazing. So
I believe that's a spellcasting roll as well.
Yeah, it
it
is.
is. Yes. I have to spend a hope as well to do it. So I now have no more hope. I don't know what that means.
I know what it means. I'm a therapist.
Yeah, there's no material effect to it. It's just that you
Is it as usual?
abilities.
And I think I use finesse for my spell casting because that's I'm gonna say the highest. Cool. So I roll finesse with advantage, you said?
Yeah.
So I'll roll that. Just click finesse twice.
No. So just click finesse and then do like a slash roll 1d6 and then just add it. I think unfortunately
I don't know how to do the slash 1d6.
so
Sorry.
just in the chat slash
okay.
space 1d6. We'll just roll a dice for you.
And then slash roll. Oh.
I just typed it in.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, cool.
But you put a dot in front of it.
So I can do it. Yeah.
No, don't.
So that's a
A
14.
14, and that's with hope. So you can take a hope back,
Oh, amazing.
and 14 is good. So
I'm actually. I think Shovel's gonna like summon the blades from like the smoke
Yeah.
and rain them down on his work
yeah,
to
Savage.
try to destroy them, and so that he gets out.
Yeah,
Well,
excellent.
I mean, I kind of feel like it's probably
Just
not
speed up the process.
Well, I
Speeds
think
up the
it's probably going to
process.
give up on life. Honestly, like,
He turns,
No hope.
turns, and you see through the crackling blaze of fire, you can see the kind of realization dawn on him as smoke is kind of building up inside. His face kind of blackened with soot. He's just you can see streaks of tears kind of through his soot um, as he just kind of looks around and then kind of like buries his head in his arms and kind of comes barreling through the fire. Cinders and things. Yeah.
I hide behind Lenny in case he goes to hit me.
Very cool. He has managed to get a small pile of stuff out of the shop, and he seems to be a man of few words, and he just kind of looks at you both with a pretty grim expression, and then just slowly picks up his stuff and moves towards the middle of town. He looks just ruined, just looks absolutely done with
Oh no.
and Lenny, not picking up on any of this, just looks over at Shovel and just goes, next one.
I think
Or proud of his effort.
Shovel, I even think Shovel will be like, well, job well done. So I think we'll head over to Alden Thorn next.
So that's out at the farm. You can see a small trick of.
Oh, that's the farm, right?
You can see
Yeah, that's
small-
where we're heading.
Have we unburied this person yet?
Yes, I would.
How
I
long
would
does that
imagine
take?
so. Yeah, sorry. Yes. Did
Oh,
you
he's the
guys do
giant,
the
right.
Rolling strength.
Yeah, I rolled an 11 with fear.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah, that's fine. It just takes you a little bit longer, so that's
Yeah.
that's fine. You unbury her. She is in a state of absolute panic when you get her out, and she's looking around. She looks at her house, and then she just starts screaming, a very high pitched scream, and she just doesn't stop.
I like try and I just kind of like grab her by the shoulders and I sort of like turn her to me to try and stop her from like looking at her house, and I'm just kind of like, hey, you've got to get to the tavern. You've got to get to the cellar beneath the tavern. And I just sort of like take her.
Gods have abandoned us, and you want me to go to the tavern? And then she just starts screaming again.
Well, you need to get to the cellar. There is something else that's coming. It's going to destroy the city. You must get to safety.
Go ahead and roll presence for me.
Oh, I don't think. Oh, I mean, I've got a +1. See how that goes.
Ooh.
It's a 17 fear again. I mean, I'm scared. This is a scary time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So with that, you manage to kind of just staring into her and kind of impressing upon her the importance of this. She kind of calms down a little bit, realizing that you're just trying to help her, and she kind of mumbles a thank you, and she kind of shuffles off towards the tavern. The fear
Easy.
portion of that is going to be that you, I think everyone, as there is an aftershock that comes through, I'm going to need agility reaction rolls from everyone again.
Dexterity save.
Yeah.
Mine was an 11 with hope.
Ooh,
So
11.
no hope or fear for reaction rolls, but
Oh, okay.
11,
Oh, 22.
22.
Can't
I
get
got
me.
19. Pretty good.
Oh, shovel.
That's a 10.
A solid 10. So Dula and Shovel are a bit shaky on your feet. You'll
I
take
mean, they've been doing the lion's share of the work, so it makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. You will take 1 hit point of damage each as the round as an aftershock comes through and another gravity lapse comes through. You're all thrown up in the air for a second and then slammed back into the ground, and both of you just mistime the landing and end up on your faces, eating a
That was
pile
me and
of dirt.
Shovel.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I imagine the box kind of like breaks my fall, but in like the worst possible way.
Breaks your fall and your back.
Exactly.
Noting,
Shovel's gonna hold on to you now, Lenny.
noting that I rolled a 22 when I was thrown up in the air, I spread my wings out and like hold myself up in the air.
Ooh.
I also
Beautiful.
trying to get trying to sort of get a grasp of what's going on around me.
Yeah.
Can
Excellent.
I see over to the farm?
I imagine
What else
from
is?
up in the air, you absolutely could. Yeah.
I'm just curious while I'm up there if I see anything.
Yeah. Roll me an instinct check.
I can see Russell Coit.
Oh, that's all I've seen out there.
That's all I can say.
For some reason, I'm sort of worried about what's happening over there.
Fair enough. You see everything.
Raz-
So
Hi.
you get an 18 with hope, so you can add a hope to your tracker as well. So the 2 portions of that are you're looking over to Alden's farm, and you see that the roof of the barn has collapsed in on itself, and you cannot see the giant anywhere. So it is concerning. The hope portion of the roll is that as you're up in the air, you see streaks of silvery light coming out from far to the east, where the moon fell. You can see streaks of light, silvery light, spiraling out from somewhere near where the moon was. And they're kind of like sidewinding across the sky, really beautiful kind of patterns like twirling through the sky, and then you see them dipping and spreading out and across the sky. You're not quite sure what it means, but it brings you hope for some reason.
Oh, did they get a free hope from that? That's crazy.
He rolled with hope. So. Oh,
The way you're
I did not get that.
the way you're describing it, is it like a Borealis kind of effect in silver? So is that weird?
They leave that effect as kind of like an after trail, but there are specific pinpoints of light that are moving. There seem to be like objects. But yes, Alden's farm does look like it's in trouble.
So after I see the lights, I see it on this farm, and my my thought is to glide this way.
Yeah, excellent.
I think Dula would turn to Razna and say, "Can you come help me with this giant lady that Shovel pointed out before?" And then I think she'll head through the houses to go in the direction that Shovel pointed out before.
Yep.
To maybe try and help
Yep.
Rebecca.
As I follow Dula, I'm going to do two. I want to do two things. One is I'm going to mark a stress as the wind picks up around me and kind of envelops me. Essentially, I'm gliding now and have advantage on any further agility rolls or anything like that. I'm not
That's good.
standing solidly on the ground.
Fantastic.
And the second thing I'm doing is I'm going to be getting my rope out.
I was going to do the same thing. I think we got the same idea. I'll help out Razna with this idea because I think we've got the same idea.
Excellent. Yeah, I think you guys will get there before Almac gets to the farm. So keep going.
Amazing. Do you want to tell me what your actually, as Razna, I suppose, say what your idea was?
I'm going to glide down to the cow and start securing it with the rope, and so that we can, the three of us, like, pull it up and save the both of them.
Excellent.
Yeah. If you toss up the other end of the throat, Dula could grab it and kind of like pull it around the tree as a sort of a pulley system to make it easier.
Fantastic. I will not require a roll for that. I think with that contraption, both of you helping, the giant helping, you can both gain a hope and you manage to pull the cow out successfully. Rebecca is again very grateful. Oh, thank you. I didn't know if I could hold it much longer. You can see her arms like shaking from the effort.
You did such a good job for hanging in there so long. We're trying to get everyone to some cellars. Maybe you could
we
go
have
to
a cellar at the farm. Yes.
Oh, you live at the farm too.
Have you seen Alden? My husband. Yes. I haven't seen him. I don't know where he is.
I haven't seen him since I entered the city. I'm sorry.
So Lenny and Shovel, you guys are heading towards the farm as well, right?
Yeah.
I'm just following Shovel because I just don't know what to do.
Shovel on his all fours, like running like a little cat at towards the farm.
Nice.
Lenny's trying to catch up. Every time you look back at Lenny, Lenny's like,
So I imagine you would reach the farm at about the same time as Nen would, and you can see Nen as you kind of fly in to swoop down to kind of see through the doorway of the barn, which is open. You can see Alden braced against the roof of the barn, basically carrying the roof of the barn on his back as the central beam supporting the barn's roof has collapsed. And he is holding the roof up while he's clucking at the animals and trying to get them out of the barn. As he sees you approach, he says he urges you to get the animals out of the barn.
So I fly in. Obviously, I don't put my wings away. I see all the animals. The animals are obviously confused, not knowing where to go. So I sort of like a bird would, predatorial, sort of like try to scare, like what's the word I'm thinking of?
Yeah, gusting wind and stuff.
Word,
yeah,
like trying to
shoot him out.
Shoot him out.
Yeah, roll a presence check.
I would actually love to give like I'd love to aid in this. So I'll spend my hope to give him advantage.
Yep.
What Shovel's gonna do is he's gonna like run in behind Nen, jump up and climb up him and kind of just like shake from behind him and start screeching.
So presence with advantage. So you'll just need to roll presence and then under that d6. With hope so far. 3. Excellent. Yeah, so 16 with hope. you 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 perform miraculously as a duo. You scare the bejesus out of the animals, and they all start hustling out of the barn. Even the pregnant sow gets up and kind of waddles her way out of the barn. You're kind of congratulating yourselves and patting yourselves on the back when there is a creak and a crack, and the roof completely gives way. Unfortunately, Alden was still inside, and you hear a very wet crunching as Alden's ribcage is crushed by the snapped beam of the roof as it collapses in on him. It's a horrible place to end the session, but I'm aware that 9 o'clock.
Sweet dreams, Lenny.
Oh no. Oh, I liked Alden.
He was cool.
Oh
I
dear.
love Russell Coit too.
He might still be alive in there with a shattered ribcage. Oh. Oh.
I panicked. I was like, I was worried about him like in real life. I was like, if we can get him and he's fine, we can use him to help with his wife and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not.
It's not.
Have
Oh,
you played
no.
this going before? Because this is a pretty standard case.